Thank you for the Sabbath day. Thank you for blessing us today and helping us see your loving creation, dear Lord. Thank you for the food that you've given us to eat today, also the family and the friends. Thank you as we talk to each other this evening, that we will understand what Miss is saying and Uncle Jerome is saying, and that we can have a good time together for Christ's sake. Amen. All right. So, let me see who is here. So, Lila Eaton. Okay. Higher the last time you pick up a song. Nathaniel, you want to start with a song for me? What song you want to sing? Nathaniel.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
Jesus love me, this I know. Nathaniel is COVID ready. All right. Okay, let's sing. Jesus love me, this
I know. For the Bible tells us so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong.
Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Tell Uncle Kevin I say hello, Nathaniel. All right. Okay, Liam, give me a song.
I am a sage, SDA.
I'm a what?
Um,
I'm a CH.
I'm a sage.
All right, so let's go. 3, 4. I am a CH.
I am
I
a
am a CH.
I am a sage.
S-C-I-A-N. I am a CHRIST by ATRT, and I will teacher. But wait, what kind of singing is that? So it's I'm a CH, I'm a CHRI, I'm a CHRISTIN. So I'm a Christian in my heart. But it's not so.
What?
0, 5,
I don't understand.
The song is I'm a Christian in my heart. I
Huh?
am a C. Let's
I
go
am
again.
a sage. I am a
S-T-I-N. I am a CHRIST in my ATART.
I
Okay,
What?
next song.
I don't, what? I don't know to settle.
All right, we will learn that the other time when we could see each other. Give me a next one.
What?
All right. All right, Kaya hand is up. Not Kaya, Elena.
Oh, you're loud.
What happened, Nathaniel? Take off your volume,
I
Nathaniel.
ain't.
Take off your volume, Nathaniel.
Ah?
Take off your volume, Nathaniel. Right, great. All right, good. Yes, Elena, what song do you want?
Read your Bible, pray every day.
All right, we're going to read our Bible and pray every day and grow, 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 right? 3, 4. Are we telling something? Bible, pray every day. Pray every day. Pray every day. Read your Bible. Pray every day as we grow, grow, grow. And you grow, grow, and you grow, 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 grow. Read your Bible, pray every day, and you grow, grow, Neglect your Bible. Forget to pray. Forget to pray. Forget to pray. Neglect your Bible. Forget to pray, and you shrink, 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 and you shrink, 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 and you shrink, shrink, shrink. Neglect your Bible. Forget to pray, and you shrink, shrink, shrink. All right. The room. You ready for the devotion? The room?
Yeah.
Yeah, devotion now.
Okay. Everyone.
Nathaniel,
Getting some
Nathaniel,
feedback.
Nathaniel. Nathaniel in church, so he picking up whatever. Yeah.
Alright, so Nathaniel, you'll have to do this for a while.
Right.
Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. Sorry. Come on, man. Okay. Everyone hear me? Alright. I just trying to multitask here. Has everyone seen my screen and stuff, right? So what, I remember what we would have done last week? Everyone remember what we would have done last week?
Creation.
Alright. Who said that? Let me get this. Alright, nice, very good. Alright. So we have done creation last week. Hello, Kai. I haven't seen you all for a while. Right, so we have done creation last week. And this week we are moving on. So remember it's the Bible, right? So this week we are moving on. And after creation, remember, well, most of you all know the story. Men would have sinned. Okay, so that's what we are going to cover today. All right? So y'all listen up, pay attention. So God made everything, and when God made the first man, Adam, he lived in the Garden of Eden with his wife, Eve. They were perfectly happy obeying God and enjoying his presence until one day, did God tell you not to eat of every tree? The serpent asked Eve. We can eat of every fruit, but one she replied. If we eat or touch the fruit, we will die. You won't die, the serpent smirked. You will become like God. Eve wanted the fruit of that tree. She listened to the serpent and ate the fruit. After Eve disobeyed God, she led Adam to eat the fruit also. Adam should have said, no, I will not disobey God's word. When Adam and Eve sinned, they both knew that they were naked. Sewing fig leaves into their aprons, they covered themselves and hid in the bush from God's presence. In the cool of the evening, God came to the garden. He knew what Adam and Eve had done. Adam blamed Eve. Eve blamed the serpent. God said, the serpent is cursed. The woman will have pain when children are born. Adam, because you sinned, the earth is cursed with thorns and thistles. You will toil and sweat to get your daily food. God put Adam and Eve out of the wonderful garden because they sinned. Because they sinned, they were separated from the life-giving God. God made a flaming sword to keep them out. To keep them out. God made coats of skin for Adam and Eve. And can anybody tell me where God took the skins from? Anyone tell me? Let me see some hands. Where did God get clothes for Adam and Eve? I'm seeing Kaya.
From God got the skin, the clothes from animal skin.
From animal skin. All right. Okay, so let's find out. But yes, all right, so you got them from animal skin. In time, a family was born to Adam and Eve. Their first son, Cain, was a gardener. Their second son, Abel, was a shepherd. So what do gardeners do? Can anyone tell me what gardeners do? Let me see some hands. I'm seeing Leila waving at the camera.
Garden.
Gardeners garden. All right, so what do gardeners garden? Yes, Leila?
They do fruits and vegetables.
They grow?
Fruits and
Fruits and
vegetables.
vegetables. All right, very good. All right, and what do shepherds do? Anyone can tell me what do shepherds do? Someone else. Sana, I'm seeing your hand. Yes. What shepherds do?
They take care of sheep.
They take care of sheep. All right. Okay. So Abel was a shepherd. One day, Cain brought God some vegetables as a gift. Abel brought some of his very best, the very best of his sheep as his gift to God. God was pleased with Abel's gift. God was not pleased with Cain's gift. Cain got angry, but God said, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? Cain's anger didn't go away. Sometime later in the field, he attacked Abel and killed him. God spoke to Cain. Where is your brother Abel? I don't know, Cain lied. Am I my brother's keeper? God punished Cain by taking away his ability to farm and making him a wanderer. Cain went out from the presence of the Lord. He was married to a daughter of Adam and Eve. They raised a family. Soon Cain's grandchildren and great-grandchildren filled the city that he founded. Meanwhile, the family of Adam and Eve grew quickly. In those days, people lived much longer than today. When her son Seth was born, Eve said, God gave me Seth to replace Abel. Seth was a godly man who lived 912 years and had many children. Anybody can tell me how long 912 years is? 912 years. That's a lot, right? Isandro, you want to tell me how long 912 years is? I see your hand. Huh?
912 years.
It's a lot. In the world, people became more and more wicked as one generation followed another. Finally, God decided to destroy mankind and all beasts and birds. God was sorry he had made man, but one man pleased God. This man was Noah, a descendant of Seth. Noah was righteous and blameless. He walked with God. He also taught his 3 sons to obey God. Now God planned to use Noah in a very strange and special way. The end. So, we'll be continuing this series next time. All right. This was taken from Genesis 3 to 6. So, as I said last week, you'll need to go and read these stories from the Bible. There's just a quick overview of what would have taken place. But they are very interesting stories. So you can read these stories and learn them so that when we ask questions, you know them off the top of your head. You won't have to think about it too much, all right? And they are very interesting stories as well. There are a lot more things that happened during these stories, all right? Okay, so that concludes our devotion. We'll be moving on to our class now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. We are doing My Family. And we learned the text, Exodus 20:12. Anybody can say for me? Anybody could tell me the fifth commandment?
Honor thy father and thy mother, so thy days may be long upon the land that the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Great. That is Azalea or Azaria. Which one?
Azariah.
Right. Great Azaria. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else could tell me it?
Auntie, so what text? What's the name of it?
Exodus 20:12.
Okay.
The fifth commandment.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Great, son. That's great. Anybody else?
I would like to say it.
Well, say it. Go ahead.
Okay. Honor thy mother and thy father, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Great, is Andrew. Anybody else?
Honor your father and your mother, that thy days may be long in the land that God is giving, which the Lord your God giveth thee.
Good. Good, Kaya. Very good. All right. So, in our family, we have a mother and a father, right? And we have to honor them. The Lord said we must honor our mother and our father, right? Honor is a lot. Honor means respect. Honor means love. Honor means what? Anybody can tell me? Anything what honor might? Yes, that's Kaya. Yeah.
It means to listen.
Right. It means to listen. Anybody else, Anna?
To be kind. To be obedient.
To be obedient. Liam?
To be kind.
To be kind. Right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to say anything? Right. So it's all of this in one. So it's, be what? Who's that?
To obey.
To obey. All right, Molly.
Yes.
Right. So it's a lot of things to honor your parents. It's just not one thing. Right. So in our family, we have siblings. That means we will have a brother or a sister, either a bigger brother or a baby brother, or a big sister or little sister sometimes, right? And we're going to have conflicts in our family, right? And we're going to have disagreements because not all of us think the same way. And therefore, we must be kind to them and listen and have respect, right? Yes, we mightn't agree with everything they say, right? But We must show love to our siblings. Right? Just like how Jesus showed love to his family. Good? Right. Then we capping. All right. And we could do some of sharing love. Give me some example. How can we care for our siblings and our parents? Anybody? How can we care for them?
For doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing. Okay. That is Malachi. Yes, Malachi. Great, Malachi. Anybody else?
By setting the table.
By setting up the table. Yes. That is showing kindness. Yes. That's great, Sana. Anybody else?
By washing the dishes.
Yes, by washing the
By cleaning.
dishes. That is good, Liam. Yes, Matthias. I see your hand up. What it is, Matthias?
No fighting.
Yes, no fighting. That is very good, Matthias. Yes, yes, yes. No fighting. Yes, Malachi, you want to say something? That's Malachi Alexander and Layla. What you all want to say?
To clean your room
Yes,
and
clean
clean the
your room
kitchen.
and clean the kitchen. That's great. Yes, helping those things. Anybody else? Yes, Kaya and Elena.
By being kind.
By being kind. Yes. How can you be kind, Kaya?
By sharing.
By sharing. Elena, you want to say
By
something?
giving uh, the by giving them some of our snack.
By sharing some of your snack. That's good. That's very good. Yes. All right. I did not hear Azalea and Azaria. I did not hear Isandru. I did not hear. I think that is Safia. Um, and I did not hear Nathaniel. I'm waiting for you. How can we
Doing
care?
your
How can we
chores.
share? Yes, Azalea and Azaria.
Doing your chores.
Doing your chores, that's who? That's Azalea.
Yeah.
All right.
And
And
doing
Azaria.
all your homework that's required to do.
Okay. And doing all your homework. That's great. Nathaniel.
Yes.
Okay. How can we care or how can we show our love to our family?
We can help clean the house. Clean the house.
Help clean the house. Good. Isandro.
To do what you're supposed to do.
Do what you're supposed to do. Right. Safia, if you are there. Safia not there. All right. Okay, so all the answers is good answers, right? And we must try to show, these things show our that we love our parents and we love our siblings and stuff like that, right? Okay, so today now we are doing 3 awards. That is Safety Specialist Award. Okay, so we have Safety Specialist Award, which is Busy Bee, Road Safety, which is Sunbeam, and White Steward, which is Builders. Helping Hand, that is Azalea and Isandru. I need you to look in your book, right? And you see it have a listing of finance, indoor skills, and outdoor skills and safety, right? For an award. I know you had to do fine Wise Award that was for builders, so that's definitely out. So I need to know the outdoor skills will be impossible because we are locked down for COVID. So between the indoor skills, and we just did the first aid helper. But Isandra, you wasn't there for that. So I know Azalea, you was there for that, so you could take that one off, right? So as Isandro, I will have to go over the first aid helper award with you. You hear me, Isandro?
Yes, Auntie Esther.
Because we
What
did
page?
that last week. I am looking at page 33 in your book,
Okay.
right? Good. You have to do one of the awards. One of them earn an adventure award in one of the following areas. And we did the first aid helper award last week. All right, and you wasn't there for that. So I will have to go over that award with you. Okay?
I have the video, right?
You have the video, all right. So
Yeah.
you'll send it
So
to him.
I will upload. Well, I haven't uploaded that one yet, but I'll start sharing out the link to the YouTube videos.
Right. So
From today, right?
Isandro, you will have to look at that and go through it. Right. That award we're supposed to put together our first aid kit. So who was there last week? Tell me, did you put together your first aid kit? Anybody?
I forgot to put. I forgot do mine.
They get to do yours. Who else? Anybody did the first aid kit? Anybody put together the first aid kit? No, the thing about all right. So Malachi, all right. So you're gonna show me your first aid kit, okay? So let me see what you have in it. Come, tell me what you have in your first aid kit. Right. So that's the scissors. Right. Right. Good.
I have bandages.
Right. You got a whole box of bandage. Right.
I have a thermometer.
Right. Great. The thermometer. Good.
Alcohol store.
Alcohol swab. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes.
Gravel.
Okay. Yes.
Tweezers.
Tweezers. Right. Great. Now Malachi. Good. So seeing that you put together your box, you could get your first aid award from me. All right. So I will live with mommy, and she could get the award from me. Okay. Who else? Who else? Anybody else? Put together their box because the award, to get the award, you have to put together your first aid kit. All right. That's part of the award. So if you don't put together your first aid kit, you cannot get the award. Yes.
Today is my birthday.
Oh, today is Malachi's birthday. So we will sing you a happy birthday later on, right, Malachi?
Okay.
When we finish it up, you'll sing it. All right. Anybody else?
Excuse me, Auntie Hester.
Yes, Leila.
Does the eager beaver have to do this thing too? The first aid?
So they don't have to, but you have to. All right. But you wasn't there last week, so we will get the information to you. Anybody else?
Excuse me, miss. Do we have to do we have another chance to put together our
Yes.
next kit?
Yes. Yes, you do have a next chance. I'm not taking away the chances from you. Right, I'll keep on asking who have the first aid kit until everybody have the first aid kit. All right. So let's get now into our safety specialist award. So you can put up the PowerPoint. I think that is, yeah, safety specialist award. That is for BCB class, but everybody could think through it. Right. Okay. So we send out on WhatsApp to watch the video of safety. How much people watch the safety, home safety video?
Aha.
YouTube.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5. All right.
Right. So now this is especially for busy bee class, right? For busy bee class, you have to watch the home safety video, else you would not be able to get this award. Right. And in that, now in our home, you have a home safety plan. So we're watching the book at the same time. So I'm on page 29 in the BBB book. So that's page 29. BBB. All right. So as we're watching this one here, so it have a fire safety. It have a fire safety game and safety detective. All right. Now, right. So in our book, in our BCP book, they say to watch the video, and you have to develop a fire safety plan with your parents, right? For your home. Good. So that is homework to develop a fire safety plan and to put. Okay, so home safety plan. If someone finds a fire, they will what? What's the first thing you'll do? Yes, Leila.
Nothing.
Nothing. You will do nothing.
Get it?
Yes, Anna. If someone finds a fire, they will what? What you will do first?
Get to safety.
Get to safety, and I will what? Something immediately. I will run away immediately, or look to call somebody. What I will do? Huh? Now, if you watch, assuming that you watch the video, you'll know what to say, right? If someone finds a fire, they will go to the fire and put their hand in it? No. You will try to get to safety, isn't that so? Right? And you will look for a place, look for the door, or look for the window, or look for somewhere so that you can move away from the fire, right? And who can you call? Right? Who can you call? You can call out from the yes, Sana, and yes, Kaya, because this is your class.
The firefighters.
Call the firefighters.
Call your parents or call 990.
All right. So you can call your parents or call the firefighters, which is the 990 number from the neighbor house. And if my door feels hot, I can go out what? Where can if the door is hot, if the door is hot, where's the next place you can escape from? Yes, Anna.
The window.
Right, the window. And I will go straight to where. So if you crawl out your house now, where's the first place you'll go? So you're the fire agent and you crawl out your house through your window. Where's the first place you will go? Yes, Anna.
We decided our garage.
So you'll go to your garage. But your building is on fire, right? Eventually the fire will reach the garage. So that is your safety. That is your safety what?
Yes, it's downstairs.
It's downstairs away from your house? Is it something that is
Yes.
not away from your house. It's not connected to your house.
No, it's not.
Right. If it's not connected to your house, well, fine. Right? And the fire extinguisher is what?
Connected to a house.
How come you fire extinguisher? How come you use the fire extinguisher?
Light.
Huh? Fire extinguisher is to out the fire. We use it to help to out the fire as much as possible. Okay. All right. Now, if we go back to the PowerPoint, Jerome, we should practice stop, drop, and roll. Right? When there's a fire, we need to stop, we need to drop, and we need to roll. All right? Because when the fire starts, you gotta stop. You cannot run into the fire. So you stop where you are. Good. You locate your area where you could go out, but you cannot. It's not good to stand up because the fire is going up. Therefore, the the air is bad. You cannot breathe in properly. So you drop. Good. And you roll. Good. Then, if you have a phone close by or if you have a cell phone, you could dial for emergency. You need to know the fire is 990, as you can see at the bottom there. Police is 999. Ambulance is 811. But we have ODPM and TNT. I can't watch it. I don't need that, but you need to know what is fire, the police, and the ambulance, just in case. Well, they have to call the fire station, right? Because
Up
they
to
are
1
fire
minute.
990, right? If something happens, yes, Leila.
Can you speak a bit louder, please? I can't really
Oh,
hear.
sorry. Yes, so we need to call for fire, the fire station, which is 990. If we can't get onto the fire station, the next number we could call is police, which is 999. So if something happened to somebody in the house or outside and we need the ambulance number is 811. These are numbers we must know or have it close by, have it on our phone as emergency numbers. Also, if it is, if we have our cell phones. So if you don't have a cell phone and you have a house phone, but we must have those numbers close by. And the next thing we must know to do is practice crawling to safety in case of a fire by saying, get out, stay out. Get out, stay out. Are you telling yourself, get out, stay out? It will help you to find a route, or it's going to help you to remember, listen, I cannot stay inside of here because some people, when they're in a fire, some people find themselves in the bathroom and lock up themselves in the bathroom, and the fire still, continue blazing, and they get themselves hurt, right? But we need to teach your young children when there's a fire, you must get out and stay out. Don't run back inside for nothing. If you forget whatever inside, leave it. Right? First, stop, drop, and roll. Get out, stay out. Let me hear what I say. Stop, drop, roll. Get out, stay out. Let me hear you say it.
Stop, drop, roll, out, stay out.
And these are things we need to practice home. Okay? We need to do a fire drill in our house. Know where the exits are. Know sometimes we have burglar proof on our windows, but we must have one of the windows. Our parents must teach us where the window that we could crawl out in case something happened, right? So that um, so that we could get out, right? So that's for fire safety. So what it means to be a safety detective? Anybody could tell me from the B class? What is a safety detective? Yes, Kaya?
Auntie Hester,
Yes, it's Andrew.
I'm not hearing you.
You know?
I just seen your head moving, so I
Oh,
assume
sorry. You hear me now?
you're breaking up a little bit.
A little bit. Sorry, but I ain't doing anything. I have the mic to my mouth.
A little.
A little bit. But maybe turn up your volume a little bit. All right. What is a safety detective? Yes, Kaya.
Look, a safety detective looks around people's houses and finds whatever is dangerous.
Yes. It's looking around your house to find dangerous stuff. Okay. So can you tell me what situation you could think of that might need to be safe and how they can be safe? So in your house, you look around in your house. Tell me which area needs to be safe and how can it be safe?
Which area is dangerous? Think of something that's dangerous and how to make it safe.
If your house is on fire and you don't have a fire extinguisher,
Okay, think of our house. Where's one area that I tell you is dangerous?
by the stove.
Right, so
If you have a stove and you are by the stove, that is dangerous.
Okay, so the stove area is a dangerous area. So we're not looking about fire right now. We're just looking at safety in our home. So it have like the plugs. You have little Elena with you, and she might go and put her finger in the plugs, right? The electric plugs. That is a place that mommy and daddy could buy the safety stud to put in the plug so Elena wouldn't put her finger there, right? Good? So she wouldn't get shot. Then there's by the kitchen area. You might want to block off the area by the stove so both you and Elena wouldn't go close to the stove without mommy and daddy permission, right? Sana, give me an area where I need to be safe and how can you make it? Your home.
You have to be careful around a plugged in iron.
Right. Very good. Plugged in iron. So if it is mommy and daddy is ironing, right, and it's plugged in, you have to know, okay, you cannot go around that area because even a little nudge, the iron could fall down and it could burn you. You have to be careful when you're walking around a plugged in iron. That's very good. Right. Anybody else? Give me a scenario. Anybody else? All right. So we need to move on, because it's already 4 o'clock. All right. So the adventure busy bee, right? Busy bee, you have to practice a fire drill at your home. All right. And you have to be a safety detective for 1 week. That's in your book. And you have to find different areas. What did you find that was dangerous? So you have to put down what what it is when you go around your home for the week, what it is that you find that it was dangerous, and you have to make a safety poster showing dangerous situation and tell or show what you can do about it. Oh, and we have to play a safety game. So we'll think about that. Okay, so we'll think about that and get a safety game for you. Okay. All right. So homework for Busy Bee will be, well, we had that before, which was looking at the home safety video. Right? You have to write out. You have to do a fire safety plan with your parents for your home. Good. Practice the fire drill. Right? For your home. Good. Be a safety detective for 1 week and do a safety poster. All right? Good. That is Busy Bee. Now Sunbeam. Sunbeam. Sunbeam is Road Safety Award.
Yes.
Right. So Sunbeam, could you identify? Oh, you're going to there. All right, no problem. Sunbeam. Have a safety specialist, guys. Oh my, road safety. All right, road safety award. Sorry. All right. Okay, stop, look, and listen before you cross the street. Look left, look right, look left before you cross the street. Right? So before you cross the street, you have to what? Let me hear you.
Stop, look, listen.
Right. Stop, look, and listen. Why we have to stop, look, and listen? Right? So as you can see the little boy on the left-hand side, safety on the road, little boy here, he stand up on to cross the road and the cars, right? So he stopped. He's looking at the cars before he crossed the street, right? Good. And he's listening because there could be somebody who could come up from behind and hit him. So you listen to hear if anybody or motorbike or a car is coming, right? Good. So you stop, you look, and you listen before you cross the street. Use your eyes, use your ears before you use your feet, right? Stop, look, and listen before you cross the street. Use your eyes, use your ears before you use your feet. Good? Always remember that before you cross the street. Good. Make eye contact with the driver or the cars. So make sure you watch the driver before you cross the street so the driver see you crossing the street. A lot of children get bounced down when you see they come out on the maxi and they just run and they don't see the driver don't see them and they don't see the driver and they get bounced down. You need to make sure and have eye contact with the driver so the driver will know that you're crossing the street. You must cross the street at the corner, following traffic signals and using crosswalks where available. So don't just cross the street just so. Try and use the crosswalk, right? If you see a crosswalk, you go there, you stand up. The cars and them supposed to stop for you to cross. If they don't stop, you wait, right? If it's by the traffic light, you're going to hear when you hear the noise, or you can see they tell you to walk, right? Be aware while walking. When you're crossing the street, make sure you look left, you look right before, because anything could happen to somebody with a bike to pass, somebody, something happens. So you need to be aware while walking. And it's best to walk on the sidewalk or path if there's not an option. walk close to the curve facing the traffic, right? If there's no sidewalk and there's a drain and you have to walk to go somewhere, you walk close to the curve facing the traffic. So the cars that's coming up the road will see you and you will see the cars. All right? Good? So let's go to the book. The Busy Bee book. Not Busy Bee, that is Sunbeam book. Sorry. Identify and explain 10 important road signs. So, Leila, tell me 2 of the signs that you see there.
Stop and one way.
Right? Liam.
Bike route and no rides.
Right.
It have R right there close to the stop
Oh,
sign on
the RR.
yeah.
All right. Malachi. Not Malachi Alexander, the next Malachi. Manswell.
Yes.
Tell me, give me 2 of the road signs you see in there.
Traffic light.
Right.
Stop sign.
Right. I'm not seeing Sammy on. It's Sophia on.
Oh, yeah. That's illegal.
All right. So you see the one with the bike, this is the bike route. The one with the man is a walk. This is a walk area here, right? Then you have the yield sign. That means you have to slow down, but there's some either construction or something that's going on, so you have to kind of slow down or turn to the side or something like that, right? Then you have somebody holding on to something. It's a walk sign also too. All right. So you need to write out the 10 identified and explain 10 important road signs. Good. So the next when I'm picking up, I will ask you to explain those road signs. So right now I need you to write. These are homework. Tell when and where to cross the road safely. So I just explain how to cross the road. Give road safety rules for walking alone on the road by yourself, riding your bicycle, riding a horse, and walking with a group. All right, so we'll explain that just now. Explain why you should wear a seat belt when riding a car. I will explain that too. And listen to a highway patrol officer. Okay, so if you watch the safety video, right? Good. So some of these things will be explained to you. So let's go. Okay. Road safety rules. I just talk about walking the road by yourself. So when you're walking the road by yourself, make sure if it is that there's no um, if there's no sidewalk or path to walk, right? You must walk close to the curve facing the traffic, right? You must face the traffic, right? When you're riding your bicycle, which side of the road you're supposed to ride your bicycle if a car is coming or going? Which side? Anybody can tell me?
The side the pavement.
Yeah, you could walk on, you could ride on the pavement. So if there's no pavement, if there's no pavement, where are you gonna ride your bike? In the middle of the road?
No. The left side.
So if you sorry, so if you're going down, it will be the left side, and if you're going up, it will be the right side.
Towards the
So
oncoming vehicles.
towards the vehicle, so the car could see you, right? It's the same thing if you was walking the road by yourself, so that the vehicle could see you, right? If you're walking with a group, what you're supposed to do? Hold hands while walking together.
You're supposed to hold hands by working together, because if you let go, you know somebody would not realize, and then you could get bumped from a car.
But not all the time it's safe to hold hands. If you're walking on the curb side, if you're walking on the curb side that don't have a sidewalk or a path, how can you hold hands? You cannot hold hands.
You have to go at the side of the drain.
Yes, but so you walk three and two abreast. How you supposed to walk?
One by one.
One by one. Right.
In
Very
a
good.
line.
In a line. Going right. Very good.
Anyone can tell me
Okay.
what's the name of that when you walk in one by one or in a line? Anyone can say what is the name of that?
Single file.
Ah, who said it?
Azari.
Oh, that's an older one. Oh, she knew already. All right, yes, single file is the word, right?
Yes. So you walk single file. Very good. Right. Okay. So when we are in a car, why it is we have to wear seatbelt? Anybody can tell me? Why it is we must wear seatbelt when we are in a car? Yes, Leila.
Because if your daddy or mommy smash a hard brake, you could fly out of the glass.
Right. If anybody, whoever's driving a vehicle and they mash the brakes hard, you will definitely go forward, right? And if you don't have on your seatbelt, you could fly out the car. That is true, right? Yes. Any other reason? So is that's the only reason? Yes, Leila.
Because policemen will lock you in jail.
Yes, it's a law, right? It is a law to wear your seatbelt, right? That is part of the law. Good. We must wear our seatbelts. Anybody else? All right. Yes. So seatbelt save lives. All right. So we use the seatbelt. We must put on the seatbelt. Now it's a law for if you have, if even if you're sitting in the back, you have to wear seatbelt, especially children, right? And they must, and depending on how um, big they are, they must have oh gosh,
A seatbelt.
car seat, right? They have to have a special car seats for them, right? From baby to they may be about 4 or 5 years old. It all depend on how old they are, right? So that they could be safely fastened into a seat. So in case anything happen, the child will be safe. All right. For safety reason, right? Okay. So we should play I don't know, Jerome. We have to play a game. So we can say red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. But
I have the game.
okay.
I got a video from a safety officer.
Okay.
Right? So we
All
can
right. So
probably
we'll do that after.
We can watch the video after.
Yeah, we could do it. Let me do the last one, which is the white skirt, and then we'll do the video after.
All right. So we play the game and then. Oh, you want to play the? Okay. All right.
You have the widows. You can get the widows.
Yeah, I got that too. Yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah.
So we'll watch that after. All right. So the last award, which is for builders, right? Builders, which is a stewardship, wide stewardship award, right? And the text is Psalms 24:1. Right? Right? Well, that is the text I have. Psalms 24:1. Um, the Lord owns the earth and all it contains, and the world and all who live in it. Psalms 24:1. Azaria?
Yes.
Right. So this is for you. That is the text.
Yes.
Right? You're supposed to find a Bible verse which tells who owns everything on earth. Right? What is a wise steward? You could tell me? What do you think is a wise steward?
A wise steward is someone who takes good care of the things God has given them.
All right, great. So could you tell me some of the things that God has given us?
Your body, your home, children, and the environment.
Right? But He also gave us our time. Time is something that He given us. He also
Yes.
gave us our talent.
Yes.
Right? Good. So these are the things that we have to take care of. Right? Then
Mm-hmm.
we're supposed to read Malachi 3:8-10. So can you read it for me? It's on the screen.
Can a person rob God? You indeed are robbing me, but you say, how are we robbing you? In tithes and offerings. You are bound for judgment because you are robbing me. This whole nation is guilty. Bring the tithes into the storehouse so that there may be food in my temple. Test me in this matter, says the Lord who rules over all, to see if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour out for you a blessing until there is no room for it at all.
Great. So what it is Malachi 3:8-10 is telling us there? It's talking
It's
about the Lord's tithe, right? And offering.
yes,
What is
yes.
tithe?
Tithe is 1/10 of the money that you get, that you earn,
Yes.
and you give that to God.
Right. 1/10 of the money that you get. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
you get some allowance because you're not working, right, as yet. So I can't say you get paid. So you get an allowance, or you maybe get some birthday money, or your aunt pass through and say, hey, hold this little $100 here. So if I get $100, how much I supposed to give to the Lord?
And
Yes,
$10.
$10. Right, $10. I will give the Lord $10. But it also say about offering. What do you think is offering?
Offering is is giving money to God. It's just how much showing you love in.
Right. Very well. It is just some money that you give. It don't have to be a percentage, right? Good. It could be any amount that you want to give. It's something that you give as a love offering to God. Right? Good.
Yeah.
So fill out your own tithe envelope and give it to your church. So I will send a tithe envelope and a tithe slip for you, and you need to fill it out. You will staple it onto your book to show that you fill it out, right? And we're supposed to make uh, a cash plan per se to show how you're spending and saving and your tithe money. Also, you are supposed to do a poster showing some of the things Sabbath school offering are you? What Sabbath? Anybody can tell me what Sabbath school offering is used for? Anybody? Yes, Leila.
To give money to God.
To give money to God. Yes, Azaria.
To buy groceries and to help the poor.
To buy what?
To buy groceries and help the poor.
All right, they buy they buy quarterlies and it helps the poor. Anybody else? Anybody else? Huh? That's it. So when we have open air, it helps in that. When we have when we want to give out tracts, where do you think the tracts come from? We don't make them, we have to buy them. Right? So when it is that we want to give out gifts in church, we don't make them, we buy them. And it's from the church funds we get that from. Right? When it's communion, and we have to make the bread and get the wine, we have to get the ingredients to make the bread, and we have to buy the wine. Right? So we have to take our Sabbath school offering to do that. Also, it is for mission. So if it is that somewhere in the States or in Australia or in Africa or India need help, we send some money for them so they could get stuff, either food, books, anything that that they might need, clothes, right? Whatever they need, we send money across, and they help other people across. So it's not just our church we're helping; we also help other people that is not even in our church or not in our country. All right. So our Sabbath school offering is used for a lot of things, right? Good. Okay. So I'll turn on to Jerome. So we have we have to listen to the story of the widow in the Bible and a small offering, right? And the other things that Jerome have for us, right? So I'll turn over to Jerome now.
Everyone, okay, so I'm going to set up the video. Hold on 1 second.
One time there was a widow, an old lady that was poor and her husband died. It's called a widow. So everyone was paying their tithing, and there's all these other rich men. He looked very fancy, putting lots and lots and lots of money in. But the rich man gave a lot of money, but he didn't give all of his money. And then the widow, she has a mite. She only had that one mite. A mite is lesser than a penny. It's teeny, 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 tiny, and it's like worth -1. But she gives it to tithing, and now she has no money. So she basically gave up her money for the church. She gave everything she had. She knew that God could help her, and Jesus felt good about that. She was proud. He was proud of her. He said that she paid more with just one mite because she gave up everything, because that one mite was everything to her. Jesus, I think, was teaching us that if we give, like tithing to the church, we'll
have good things happen to us, blessings.
He wants us to be like the widow and give everything.
Jesus was teaching us about to give all we had to him.
All right. So Jesus is teaching us to give all we have to him. Right? We might not be making a whole lot of money, right? But we could give, right? We could do other things to show our love to Jesus, right?
Okay, so that was the requirement 7. Yeah, requirement 7 of the builder, right? Of the builder book. Okay, so Azaria, I think that's your only builder. All right, so you want to, you understood the story?
Yes.
You know the story?
Yes.
All right. So despite, even though she only had a little bit and it was way less than what the rich people were giving, she still gave everything she had. So Jesus considered what she gave more than how much the rich people were giving. Okay. So you could tick off that requirement in your book. And I think she has one more. The tell how and why stewards will care for their belongings.
Why stewards will care for their belongings by taking care of it, not abusing it, and by using it for the glory of God. And why? Because you have to give an account to God for your actions.
All right. Very good. All right. Very good. Okay, so we think you understand everything with this requirement. So you could just, I think it's safe to say you got your award. So you could tick off that section. All right.
All right. Azaria, we're supposed to do the box.
Yeah.
So I will talk with your mommy with that. Okay?
Yeah. And Pastor, and for the drugs, why would the teacher?
I have it. I have it. So I was gonna pass earlier on today, but that didn't happen. So this evening you'll see me today. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna see me.
Okay. Okay, so that was, I think that's it for the builders, right? So we're going back to the road safety.
Yeah, which is Sunbeam.
Right. Okay. So yes. So this is the road safety video. So I'm going to put it up on the screen now.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good morning, children. How are you all today?
Very good morning, ma'am.
Children, I have something exciting to teach today. You know, it is very important to follow traffic rules always. Seeing is believing. So who wants to watch a film in class today?
Me.
Great! Let's watch a short film on road safety.
Good morning, children. I am the traffic signal, and I am very important for managing traffic smoothly on the roads. Let me introduce you to the 3 colors of traffic signal. Yellow tells us to be ready to stop. Red light tells us to stop. And green light tells us to go. We should always follow these lights on the road for smooth movement of traffic.
Rahul, are you going to walk back home with me?
Yes, sure.
See that sign, Rahul? It implies stop. This one implies walk.
This sign implies no parking. This limits the speed to 20.
Let's cross the road. Yes, here is the zebra crossing.
Remember what teacher had taught in class today.
First right, then left and again right. Only cross when it's clear and safe. Keep looking while crossing and remember, never be in a rush to cross the road.
So kids, let's recap.
Always observe the traffic lights.
Good. And what do the three colors signify?
Red says stop.
Yellow tells us to be ready to stop.
And green says go.
Excellent.
Dad, where is your helmet? You must wear the helmet. It's for our safety.
Thank you, son, for reminding me.
Dad, your mobile is ringing. Someone is calling you.
It's not right to answer now. I will call him back.
Dad, why don't you blow the horn and ask the driver to move his car out of our way? We are getting late.
Son, hospitals are silent zones. Honking outside a hospital is not allowed. We must always respect that.
We have reached. Here is an empty space. Just park it here. We are getting late for the movie.
It's a no parking zone. They will tow away our scooter. We must always park it in the parking area ahead.
So students, what did we learn here? Can you recap the same for me, please?
Use the zebra crossing to cross the road safely. Protect head by wearing a helmet when on two-wheelers. Always stop vehicle at red light. Hospitals are no horn zones. Maintain silence. Park in authorized parking areas only. Drive within speed limits. Never use mobile while riding.
wonderful! Let's have a round of applause. Children, you all are now familiar with safe road practices. Please follow and share these with your friends and family to keep our roads safe.
All right. So those sunbeam. So you can all the sunbeam you can take off your requirement. That's for the road safety, right? One thing I wanted to let you all know, the RR, right? That's not a sign that you'll see in Trinidad. That is railway crossing. So in countries that where trains are, they will put these signs just to show that there is a railway or a train up ahead, right? So cars need to be careful around trains. And I think yes, I think we do have the yield sign agenda. Oh, bike route. We would not have the bike route as well. That, or bike route, that is really, that says bikes only. It's to show that only bikes can go into certain areas. All right, so we don't really have that in Trinidad so much. So when you fill it out, just remember those two. All the rest you should be familiar with. So that's for the sunbeam, right? Okay. So I have a short game, a very short game that we can play today. So who wants to play a game? Everyone looking a little bit, not too sure what's going on with you. Let me see your faces. Games? Ready for a game? Ready for a safety game? Where did Kaya and Elena disappear to? I'm not seeing them anymore. Okay, let me get the game. So it's basically a recap of everything that we will have done. Today. And we have some options. Basically. It's a game where you look at the image, you tell me what's happening in the image there, and then it's multiple choice. So you can choose either A, B, C, or D if you choose to let us know. If you don't agree with any of the answers, you can let us know exactly, well, based on what you would have learned, you can let us know exactly what you would do. Right? So when I put up the image, let me see the hands. Let me see some hands. All right, I'm seeing Azalea. Azalea, no. Let's go with Kaya. All right, so unmute your mic. What's happening?
There's a fire, and I think C, tell an adult is right.
Tell an adult?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, so anyone else can tell me, based on what we learned today, there are a whole bunch of other things that we should be able to do. So I'm saying Azaria, tell me, what else can we do if we see a fire?
You could get out of that building.
Get out of the building, yeah. Anyone else? Sana?
Run away scared.
Run away. Anyone else? So, Leila, yes, tell me.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yes, so if your clothes happen to be on fire, you stop, drop, and roll to out it, right? Okay, I'm not too sure who's joined on the screen. Please, I'll have to pause. All right, moving on. Something that we would have come across, would have experienced lately. So anyone, let me see some hands. Tell me what's happening here. Malachi, Alexander. Yeah, let me see. Let me hear what you think is happening here.
It screams at the building's going high.
And why is the building doing that?
I can't.
Earthquake!
All right, it's an earthquake. All right, so it's an earthquake. Everyone know what an earthquake is? Yeah, everyone knows? Right. So we have some options here. Anyone want to answer? Anyone wanted to answer what was the best option in a situation if an earthquake starts? Let me see some hands. Where are the hands? Kaya? Only Kaya wants to answer me today. All right. Yeah, let me hear you. In an earthquake.
Say it. Go ahead, Lainey.
Oh, Elena, all right.
Drop.
Swap.
Drop. Cover.
Swap cover.
And hold on.
And hold on.
All right, very good.
CH.
Leila, you have one of the answers from the board? What?
Yes.
Which one you would do?
Go to the master points.
Oh, go to the master point, not from the board. All right. All right. Anyone else? Tana?
Hide under something.
Hide under something. All right. So please don't hide under a sink. I realize that that no one said it. Please do not do that. All right. So we'll get into some other earthquake stuff in a bit. All right. Who is writing on the screen? Okay, so we all giving me a whole set of work now. Yes, up. Okay. All right. All right, we're moving on. Okay, so something else that you see in your home. Can anyone tell me what's happening in this picture here? Nathaniel, yeah, what's happening in this picture? And what is happening with the pot? It is?
Boiling.
Boiling. It's boiling water. And why can a pot of boiling water be dangerous?
Because it could burn you.
It could burn you. It's very hot. All right. So A, B, or C? A, B, C, or D? Who wants to answer me? Let me see some hands. A, B, C, or D? Kaya. All right. Kaya, let me hear your answer.
Call an adult.
Call an adult? All right. Sana?
Stay far away.
Stay far away. All right. Leila?
Stay far away.
Stay far away. Okay. So what I would say is, let's say your parent in the home falls asleep, okay, and the pot is on the stove just boiling away. Go and wake them up. That should be your first option. All right. But if your mommy or daddy or aunt or uncle or whoever has shown you how to use a stove, so let me see the hands of all who can use a stove, and your parent showed you, an adult showed you, you didn't just watch them and learn. Someone showed you and they tell you, here's what, this is how you use a stove. In that case only, do you touch the stove? All right? So don't just decide to touch the stove by yourself. Make sure that you know how to touch the stove. And there are little buttons where you can turn off the stove or turn it on. I don't expect any of you all to be turning on the stove. But in a case like this, only if an adult has given you permission, you turn off the stove. But besides that, stay away. And also you can call an adult. Right, next. So these now, they are other things that might pop up in Trinidad specifically, all right? And it's not multiple choice anymore. I just want you all to look at it and give me some answers. Everyone can participate. I'm seeing Isandro. I haven't heard him in a bit. So Isandro, you can participate as well. So we're moving on to the next one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yes, you can. As everyone playing, we all playing, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so what is this creature here?
An alligator.
Crocodile.
Alligator, crocodile, right? So, all right, so I need to, let me just.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yep. The light bulb.
Yes.
Yes.
990.
990.
Right? That is the fire. 999 is for police. And 811 is for ambulance. Okay?
Okay. Oh.
All right. Okay. Fill it back to Jerome.
Okay, so yes. So if you see, if you are standing in your yard and you see a crocodile, anyone can tell me what to do? What do you do if you see a crocodile?
Run.
Yes, guys, run away. Sana, yes? Sana, hear you?
I was just saying to call your parents and call them to deal with that crocodile and run away.
Yes, all right. So we may not have crocodiles as a regular thing in Trinidad, but we do have caiman, right, which is like a crocodile. There are also some big lizards like iguanas. Stay away from it. Don't try to pet them. Don't try to play with them. Stay away and call an adult. Okay, so we're moving on. Something else see regularly in Trinidad. Something else. Anyone can tell me what this creature is?
Snake.
Yes.
A snake.
A snake.
It's a snake, right? Okay, so if you see a snake, what do you do?
Run.
Run away?
Run away.
Run away from it? All right, so yes, once again.
I would have shoot it.
Hello? What is this I'm hearing? Okay, so let me tell you something about snakes. Usually we do, we haven't done it in a bit, but usually we have the forest ranger. He brings, when we do beach cleanup and stuff, I think Sandro might have gone to one, but, well, Jennifer would have gone to a few, some of the older ones. And they usually give us a lecture on how to deal with some animals that you think actually are dangerous. And a lot of times they are more scared of you than you are of them, right? So most snakes that you come across in Trinidad, they aren't poisonous, they aren't aggressive. They would not attack you. They most likely will run away from you. But still, if you see any kind of creature like this, don't go near it and tell an adult. One more thing. What is this?
A scorpion.
It's a scorpion. All right. So this one is a little bit smaller than the others that you would have seen before, but they are just as, maybe even more dangerous. So if you see a scorpion or a centipede, sometimes you see them, little insects crawling through the house or crawling outside. What do you do? Anybody can tell me what you do?
I would try to
With a shoe.
It's
get
with a
With a shoe.
it's with a shoe. Oh my god. All right. So once again, the,
I'll ask my daddy to pick up his cutlass.
okay.
Just
Right.
to deal
So
with it.
please go and tell an adult. Do not go near it. All right. Go and tell an adult. But remember always that no matter what situation you might be in, there's one thing that you can do to ensure that you will come out safely. Anyone can tell me what that is? Let me see some hands. Anyone can tell me what you could do to ensure that you'll come out safely? Yeah?
Run.
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 All right. I'm hearing someone saying it.
Talk to Jesus.
Right. Okay, so we are adventurers, remember? And everything that we do, we always relate it back to God or Jesus. And remember, He is our ultimate protector, even though your mommy or your daddy may not be around, right? So you might be home with a sister or your brother, or you might probably be home by yourself. We don't know. And you see these things, remember, you can always say a prayer that Jesus would protect you and guide you and ensure that you make the right decisions. Okay, so before you run away, or maybe while you're running away, you can say a quick prayer. Okay, because these things are dangerous and they actually do sometimes come to be in your home. All right? So moving on, something else that we see in Trinidad. Can anybody tell me what's happening here?
Tropical storm.
Yeah, tropical storm. Okay, so we have storms.
Hurricane. Tornado.
Tornado. All right, yeah, it might be a tornado, right? But it's very high. Something is blowing. What's blowing? What's blowing? There. What's blowing the tree? Wind. Right. So sometimes in Trinidad, we live in a tropical island, right, in the Caribbean. So we experience a lot of tropical depressions and tropical storms. And a step up from that, maybe a hurricane. We do have some cyclones and twisters in Trinidad, but our main thing is what we experience most of the time would be tropical storms. I don't think we ever had a full hit from a hurricane just yet. We get the little tail end, but sometimes we get hit with tropical storms and they can be pretty bad. Now, your parents most of the time, all of the time would be taking care of you. But can anyone tell me when heavy wind like this is happening, can you tell me what do you do and what are some of the dangers that might come along with heavy wind like this blowing? So anyone can tell me. Let me see some hands and hear some answers. Wind is blowing. What can happen?
I would have stayed home and bring a straw and build a strong home made of rock and stone.
All right.
The tree's gonna fall down.
Trees could fall, right? Trees could fall. Yes, Kyle.
Roof could blow off.
A roof could blow off. Yes. What else?
I could border my windows and I could stock up with food.
Right. So you can block your windows so that the glass wouldn't break. You could stock up with food. Yes, very good. Anything else?
Yeah. If you want, you could hammer in your roof very hard.
One person. Let me hear Sana finish what you were saying. Okay. Yeah. Who else? I heard another voice.
Put sandbags by the door.
Sandbags by the door. All right. Okay. So remember the most dangerous thing with wind is that they can lift heavy things basically and carry them through the air, right? So that's why you stay inside when it's windy like this outside. You ensure that you stay inside. That's to protect yourself from anything that may be flying around. All right, let's see what's next. Anyone can tell me what is this? What's happening here?
Strong lightning.
Lightning. Lightning. Yes.
Lightning.
Right. So once again, during a storm, there might be a lot of lightning, but there's something else that happens with lightning.
Thunder.
Thunder and lightning, right? And sometimes you might be outside. Rain may not be falling when lightning begins to strike. So anyone can tell me what you do if rain isn't falling, you are outside and lightning begins to strike?
Find shelter.
And run inside.
I heard that.
I will tell you.
Tell the adult. Stay away from electrical pole.
Right. Okay. So the most important thing you want to do when lightning is striking is stay away from anything tall, especially electrical poles. Right. So you want to stay as far away from anything tall because they tend to draw the lightning. So even trees and stuff. So someone might tell you hide below a tree. Don't hide below a tree. Go inside. Try to get inside and ensure that you are in an area that is, well, somewhere inside a building or something like that, and stay there until the lightning stops, because sometimes, as I say, rain may not be falling, but the lightning is striking. And also, who's scared of thunder? Anyone scared of thunder here? Everyone. Azalea's shaking her head. She's not scared.
I am very afraid of thunder.
Very afraid, right? So
I'm also afraid of thunder.
Yeah.
I am not afraid because I know Jesus is always with me.
All right. So the thing with thunder is very loud. It's very, very loud, but it's not dangerous per se, right? The most important thing with thunder is that you don't get too scared, so that you get confused, right? It might be very loud. It might be close overhead too, so it's booming, right? But don't get confused, right? Stay calm. And if a storm is involved, of course, you stay indoors. And thunder is also a good, yes, Leila?
Thunder can cause an earthquake.
Thunder could cause an earthquake. well, not an earthquake, but it could shake your house, yes. Right? But most times when you hear thunder, lightning is around as well. So you want to use that as a sign, either to get inside or stay inside. There might be rain to follow. Okay, but some of us have pets, and pets are very scared of thunder because they have a lot more sensitive hearing than us, so they hear a lot better. So you want to, any pets you have around, you want to keep them calm. Just ensure that they're in a safe place so they can't run away or anything like that. And you can, let's say it's a cat or something, you can calm it down. If it's in the house, or a dog, some of you might have house dogs. You want to just ensure that it's a nice safe place and it doesn't get too scared. All right. Right. So something else. Can anyone tell me what's happening here in this picture?
My goodness.
Right. So this is something
Oh my goodness.
that we all experience in Trinidad. Everyone has seen a flood, right? Anyone hasn't seen a flood? Can anyone tell me?
Yes, I saw a flood. Me
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Right. All right. So floods are very common in Trinidad, and it's just how our island is made up, right? We are a small country with a lot of water and high and very bad tides, right? So that leads to us having a lot of floods in Trinidad. So anyone can tell me, when a flood is happening, so rain is done, lightning is done, the sun is shining, but the place is flooding. So you go outside and you play in the flood water.
No.
No. All right. One person told me no. Okay, so you don't go outside, even though the flood, the place, right? The water is very dirty. The water is very, very dirty and carries a lot of contaminants in it. Also, there may be animals in it, or insects or other dangerous little critters that can bite or sting. You want to stay away from floodwater as much as possible. Floodwater also carries a lot of dangerous devices in it, such as things that may be sharp, things that can cut you, things that can hit you if it's coming down with the flood. And you want to stay far away, as far as possible from any flooding situation that may be happening. Okay, so unfortunately, some people, they encounter floods within their homes. If that ever happens, you want to listen to an adult, listen to whoever is there helping you. You want to stay as high as possible and not go near the water at all, because let's say the water might be electrified because it's covering an electrical circuit or something. But the point is, anytime you see a flood, stay as far away as possible. All right? Okay, so that's it. I just want to run through some earthquake safety tips with you all, because earthquakes, as you know, they happen suddenly and they can be very bad. So anyone can tell me there was 2 years ago there was an earthquake. So everyone here is more than two? Everyone here is more than two, right? Okay, yes, right, okay. So 2 years ago there was an earthquake. Anyone remember this earthquake? There's a pretty big earthquake, one of the biggest ones we ever felt in Trinidad. Anyone can tell me where they were or what they experienced or how it was for them? Yes, Kaya?
Me and my mommy and my little sister were playing outside, and my mommy saw the galvanized shaking. She checked to see if it was shaking on its own, but it kept shaking, so she did. And when we went inside, the table was shaking.
Right.
So she said there was an earthquake.
Right. Yes. All right.
And we prayed.
Yes. Prayed. Yes. All right.
Held
Sana. Yeah.
Held onto the table.
I remember one night when my mommy, granny, daddy, and we were home, and I was eating my dinner. My daddy was down by the parkway, and my mommy was in the kitchen, and my granny was in her bedroom.
Right.
I think she was sleeping, and then there was this earthquake that shook me up. And I shouted to my mommy, earthquake.
Right.
It felt kind of like a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster. Right. Right. Anyone else? That big earthquake 2 years ago. Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tanya?
My auntie was outside, and an earthquake came, and my mommy and auntie prayed.
They were praying. All right. Okay. Okay. So yes, earthquakes they come very suddenly, and they can be very scary, and they could be pretty dangerous in certain places. If depending on the level, what we call the level of the earthquake. I don't want to get too technical, but we use a certain scale to measure it, and depending on where it is generated, how close it is to the country where the earthquakes happen, they can be very dangerous. They can be very devastating. Right. So luckily, in Trinidad, we never had a really bad one, but our buildings, the buildings that we live in, they are designed to take the shaking. So it might feel like if it is falling apart. In most cases, it wouldn't fall apart. But if it happens to fall apart,
about animals.
yeah, if it happens to fall apart, then there are certain things that you can do to ensure that you keep safe. All right. So 95 to 99% of earthquakes, they would not be very dangerous. They won't be very dangerous to you or your person, but you still want to ensure that you keep safe in the event of an earthquake. So we're going to run through some tips. You will have gone through it in a small portion before, but let's so the first thing you want to do is, everyone see the screen? The first thing you want to do is duck. So let me see you all duck. Let me see you all duck. Everyone, duck. Okay? So you want to cover your head, right? And the reason why you want to cover your head is because some things may be falling from the ceiling. So the earthquake might be shaking. The building wouldn't be falling apart, but there are little things like your light bulbs, little furnishings, etc., that can fall from the ceiling or from the roof, right? And you want to cover your head, right? So you cover your head to ensure that you are not hit, right? Now, now when you duck, you're not just going to duck because your hands aren't enough to protect you, right? Cover. The second thing you see in there is cover. So you duck and then you cover. So everyone, as far as possible, cover. So get below the table or something. Everyone, below the table. I'm like, y'all went below the table? All right. So a table or a sturdy bed or any sturdy surface, right? Most tables or chairs, all right? You can duck and cover below it. Now, when we finish with this class, what I want you all to do is have your mommy or your daddy or your whoever is there with you point out the strongest table and the strongest chair or the strongest thing that you can get under in your house in case of an earthquake. So you need to do this. Everyone needs to do this and ensure that they know what things to get under. So it might not be every table. So a plastic table can protect you, right? We want a heavy table, a strong table, metal or something, or heavy wooden table that you can get below. Some beds as well, they are good protection because they are pretty strong beds, not all beds, right? Be very careful. So after class, and I'll ask you all next week, ensure that you have, right? Ensure that you would have identified a proper table or proper chair, a very strong chair, or there are some counters that you can get below. All right, and in some cases, the doorway, right? It's not very advised, but yeah, in some cases, if well, your mommy or your daddy or whoever can tell you, right, which doorways are okay to stand in. But most times, you want to get under a strong table, strong chair, or strong counter. And the last thing that you have to do is, anyone can tell me, we duck, we cover. What's the last thing you want to do?
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on means wait. Do not move. Do not move until the shaking stops. Until the shaking stops, do not move. Y'all hearing me? Everyone hearing me?
Yes.
Until the shaking stops, don't move. Elena, and well, Kaya, you could come out from below the table now. She's still below the table. I think I just see a hand pop up. Welcome back. Right? So until the shaking stops, don't move. And the last thing you want to do, usually we see duck, cover, hold. The last thing you want to do after shaking stops, there's one more thing you do. The last thing is evacuate. So we duck, cover, hold on, and when the shaking stops, you evacuate. Now, in some cases, you may not be able to evacuate depending on the damage within the building, but in most cases, as I said in Trinidad, in 95 to 99% of earthquakes that will hit, you can leave as soon as the shaking stops. And where do you want to go? After the shaking stops, can anyone tell me where you want to go? Someone mentioned it earlier. Elena? Sorry, Kaya?
Outside.
Outside, all right. There's a point that that we usually designate. Can anyone tell me the name of it?
Master point.
The muster point, right? So most buildings have muster points, but do you know that you can have a muster point at your home as well? Do you know you can have a muster point at your home as well? Yes.
No.
Right? So there's two things you'll need to do. You need to identify a strong table or a strong chair or anything that you can stay under during an earthquake. And the second thing that you want to do is find a muster point. So with your parent or an adult, for next week, for next class, we want to find a muster point, right? So a muster point somewhere, your muster point must be clear. It must be far away from anything that may be falling or cracking or anything like that. And also it must be a common point. So let's say your mommy in the living room and daddy in the bedroom and your brother outside somewhere. When you muster, everyone must come to that one point, right? So it's a muster point. So as soon as you have the ability to leave, you evacuate and you go to the muster point. And that is how we deal with earthquakes. All right. So this is it laid out here. Step 1, drop, cover, hold, or duck, cover, hold. And once that is done, you evacuate. All right, so this guy here, this is the perfect position you want to be in during an earthquake. All right, while it's happening, everyone seeing this guy here? Yes?
Yes.
Everyone seen him?
Yes.
Right? So this is exactly what you want to do. Hold on as tight as possible, right? And you stay there until the shaking stops. Okay, so that's the end of safety game portion. Right. And I think that may be all for. Okay, well, I'll pass back over to Auntie Esther, and she'll continue. You're on mute. I think you might be muted.
You are hearing me?
Okay, yes. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So we learn about stop, drop, and roll, get out, stay out. Just learn about what drop, cover, hold.
Yeah.
For the hurricane, right? Know about stop, look, and listen before we cross the street. Use your eyes, use your ears before you use your feet, right? And for wise stewards, we know how to give the Lord tithes, and if we don't give it, we are robbing God. Right? So we learned a lot today, right? We did a lot today, and we saw some nice videos. All right. Next Sabbath, we will take a break and try and catch up on our homework and stuff like that. All right. So we'll take a break, and then when we come back, we will do an award. All right. We haven't decided on the award as yet. We'll do an award, and then you'll go straight into My World, which is the last section of your book. Right. When we finish My World, we will go through to make sure everybody is covered, finish the book properly, and then we might do either 1 or 2 more awards. Okay? Tell your parents for the button award. I have the award. I have the so if they want it, they need to get on to me. Also for the first aid award, you need to put together your first aid kit to get that award. All right, and as soon as you do that, then you could get your award. All right. So the end of, so we did not do it at the beginning, but we'll do it at the end. The end of. Attention. Present arms. 3, 4. Because Jesus loves me,
I
I will
will
always
always
do my
do
best.
my best.
Order arms. The law. 3, 4. Jesus
Jesus
wants you to be a
obedient,
obedient,
so
pure, true,
kind,
kind, respectful,
attentive,
attentive,
be helpful,
full,
be cheerful.
be reverent. Ever. All right. Song 3, 4. We are adventurers. At home, at school, at play. We are adventurers. We are learning every day to be.
And to feel like Jesus, we
One
are
more time, we are adventurers. At home, at school, at play, we are adventurers. We are learning every day.
to be and to be like Jesus, true and true. We are adventurers.
All right, great. Now, I hope you have a good week this week. I know you have online school and you have a lot of homework. All right. So I only hope that you have a good week this week. All right. And ask the Lord to help you with your homework and your schoolwork. Remember, He's your friend. All right. And anytime you're in trouble, you can always ask Him. Could I have Isandro pray for me, please, to close? Isandro? Isandro? All right. He's not there. Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, you're there. Okay. So pray attention everywhere as Isandro pray to close.
Dear kind and loving Father, thank you for the things you've done for us. Thank you for making us see another entire week finishing. And please bless all of us as we have online school, like Auntie Esther said. Some of us have plenty work to do during our school time, but you should still have some time to go and to go and pray and worship you and read our Bibles and do our works, adventure work, so we could finish on time, get our work done, and learn our memories. So thank you for keeping us safe during this past week, and to keep us all safe during tomorrow and the rest of the week till we meet again on Sabbath on Zoom. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Thank you very much, Isandro. Y'all have a good time. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye, Sarah. Bye. Bye, Auntie.
Bye.
Bye.